in these letters to the members. What I would like to raise with the council is the fact that your pecuniary interests are not on the website, which is a breach of the Localism Act 2011. So I've got a statement here, if you would permit me to read that, and I'll leave you in peace. Yeah, carry on. Thank you. Mr. Mayor, elected members, for the past couple of weeks I've written to each of you privately seeking your support in proving myself innocent of the Cheshire West and Chester Council allegations. I sent over 1,200 emails to the solutions team and of owning a website and using it to abuse others in the same year. Disappointingly, you choose not to respond to my correspondence. That should expedite and conclude that matter. It was by way of your individual and collective non-response, I believe you may be being bullied by your clerk, Mr. Shaw, or the Cheshire West and Chester Council, or the Chief Constable of Cheshire, or the Northwich MP, Graham Evans, not to help me prove my innocence. Only later did I begin to think by not engaging with you were protecting your own political or even business interests. And this caused me to search for your declared pecuniary interests on the council's website, but disappointingly, they're not there. For your information, the Localism Act 2011 dictates you, your council, must by law post your interests onto the council's website in order we, your constituents, may easily learn which of our business and that of your town council business you may or may not participate in. More recently, I learned those same interests must be recorded into a hard copy register, and that register also made available to we, your constituents. Again, the town council website makes no reference to that register. It's worth noting in 2015, Dorset County Council leader Spencer Flower was found guilty at Bournemouth Magistrates Court of participating in a vote in which he had a pecuniary interest. The council was sentenced to a 6-month conditional discharge in order to pay almost £1,000 in costs and fines. Of course, now he is ever suspected of attempting to feather his own nest. Mr. Mayor, members, for your further information, unless they are mobile, in possession of a vehicle, known to a person who is willing to transport them, able to access that vehicle, able to fund the taxi, able to access that taxi, able to fund public transport, able to access that public transport, and in order to visit the town council office to view the register of your interest, because those interests are not available to them by the council website, then it is impossible for many of the town's elderly and disabled residents to know of your interest. It is impossible for them to know when and if you are lawfully entitled to participate and vote on their business and their town council's business. Impossible for them to know if you are or are not feathering your own nests or the nests of others. And why? Because your council, their council, refuses to comply with the Localism Act 2011 and publish your pecuniary interests on its website. There can be no argument the Northwich Town Council in breach of the Localism Act 2011. This is not the first time this council has turned its nose up at an Act of Parliament. Only last year I exposed it for failing to register as data controller. Since year 2000, 15 consecutive years, this council refused to comply with the Data Protection Act 1998. For 15 consecutive years, this council unlawfully processed the private and confidential data of the Northwich townsfolk. For 15 consecutive years, this council broke the law. Mr. Mayor, members, your clerk, Mr. Shaw, is the town council's legal officer. He is the person responsible for the crimes which your council committed. Twice now, Mr. Shaw has failed to ensure this council complies with the law of the land. Clearly, Mr. Shaw is a man who does not learn from his mistakes, and this unacceptable failure makes him not only a real threat to the good reputation of the Northwich Town Council, but a real threat to the good reputation of our town. And it is for these reasons I call on this council to dismiss Mr. Shaw with immediate effect, and by doing so enabling a more professional, more competent person to take over the helm of this council and guide it from harm's way. Mr. Mayor, elected members, I conclude by asking you to immediately post your pecuniary interests on the council website, and in order all of your constituents, including those who are elderly and disabled, know those interests. Members, in future, when making decisions on behalf of your constituents, please be reminded there are many of our townsfolk who do not have the same physical and monetary advantages as your clerk and yourself. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
The letters are there.
Thank you.
I assume somebody will let me know the outcome of my request. Yes?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Did you agree? Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.